What's up, guys? It's your boy, Money Man Wayne. So, check it out. Here we are, about to go into a new year. Today is currently December 31st, 2016. So, before we go into this new year, I think it's important that we do this one thing. There's one thing before we go into the next year, just do this one thing. And that's write out your goals. Now, let's go over first the importance of writing out goals. So with that, I want to read y'all just briefly this little article that I found here, and it kind of helps put into perspective of why it's important to write out your goals. So here it goes. All right, so it was a study done on some Harvard graduate students, and they was asked if they had written out clear and set goals for their future and made plans to achieve those goals. So the study went that 3% of the students wrote out their goals and plans to accomplish them. 13% had goals in their mind but didn't write them down. 84% had no goals at all. So after 10 years, they did a study on the same group of students, and the 13% who had goals but didn't write them down was earning twice as much as the 84% who had no goals at all. So just the 13% who had goals in their mind but didn't write them down was already earning twice as much as the 84% who had no goals. So now that's cool, but check this out. The 3%, the little bitty 3% of students who wrote out their goals and plans to achieve those goals was earning on average 10 times as much as 97% of the class combined. And I mean, that's really gotta kind of speak to you and make you wonder, like, wow, just the 3% is earning on average 10 times more than everybody. I mean, it must be something behind that, right? So there it is. And you can do like Google searches on studies like this all day long, and you're going to see the same results over and over and over. So it's important that you write out your goals, but it's also just as important that you write out your goals correctly. Yes, there is a correct way to write out your goals. So here's my 3-step method when it comes to writing out goals. First thing is, you want to be real with yourself. If you're setting a goal to achieve for a year span, you want to be real with that goal. So say you wanted to save some money. If you got $0 in your savings account right now and you want $1 million in your savings account by the end of the year, but you're not doing anything to actually make that much money and have that much money saved up, then that's not being real. But let's say you wanted to save something like 5,000 or 1,000 or 10,000 or whatever it is that you feel like you could actually save based off of what it is that you make in a year, then go for it. And you gotta want to save that too. If you want to save $1,000, you gotta tell yourself, I want to save $1,000 for the year. Or you want to save 5,000, you gotta tell yourself you really want to save that money. So, like I said, just be real with yourself. That's all you gotta do first. First, realize the time span that you want to achieve this goal and be realistic within that time span. Next thing, you want to define your goal. So you can't just write down, I want to save money next year. Or you can't just write down, I want to lose weight next year. You have to actually define it. So how much weight do you want to lose? Let's say in order to have the figure that you want, you need to lose, 60 pounds or something. So you need to write out, I want to lose 60 pounds. So be real and then tell yourself actually what it is that you want and put it down on the paper. You want to save money? Write how much money you actually want to save. You want to save $1,000, you want to save $5,000, write it down. So first things first, be real with yourself. Next thing, actually define the goal. So third thing, last thing, you need to write out a plan on how to achieve that goal. And write out a plan that's going to go for the entire year span. So for example, I had a goal this year in 2016 to save $5,000. And so what I did is I got on Google and I found like some little type of chart or spreadsheet, whatever it is you want to call it, where it basically broke it down to how much money I would need to save every week in order to save $5,000. And going off of that chart, never deviating from how much it told me to save. If it told me to save, you know, $60 this week, and then next week save, you know, what, $200, or the next week save $30, because that's how it was basically broken down. It was broken down like that, but never deviating from the plan. I stuck to it, and I was able to accomplish that goal. But it was only because I was real with myself on how much money I knew I could save. Then I defined how much money I really wanted to save, and then I wrote out or found a already set plan on how to achieve that goal. Same thing goes if you want to lose weight. Then if you want to lose 60 pounds, you need to write out what it is that you need to do. So let's say you need to go to the gym, but you've never been to a gym. First thing you can write down is get a gym membership. You want to start with something that you can do right now at this moment. You want to like get on it. So you don't want to wait. You want to get on it right now. So right now, get a gym membership. Then write down, start going to the gym at least once a week, or, you know, for the first 2 to 3 months or something like that. Then step it up from there, you know, and just really plan out the entire year and how you're going to achieve that goal by the end of the year. And if you wind up losing that 60 pounds before the end of the year is up, well, make a plan to keep those pounds off. You know, like just really plan this sucker out, you know what I'm saying? Because you just really want to have it all together. So, like I said, first thing is be real with yourself. Next thing is define the actual goal that you want to achieve for the year. And then third, but most important, is to write out a plan to achieve that goal. Because it's not enough just to write down your goals and leave it at that. And with that, that's about it. But there's one more thing that I want to add in, just as a little side thing, is what do you do with your sheet? What do you do after you've written out your goals and then you've written out a plan to achieve those goals? What do you do with them? Because see, some people, which I was doing at first, but now I'm going to stop doing because it doesn't make sense to me to do this anymore. But I used to write down my goals and then fold up the paper, put it in an envelope, and, you know, set it to the side. And, you know what I'm saying, I'll come back and I'll check on it at the end of the year and see if I've achieved my goals. And I don't think that's really the best way to go about it. I think it's important to write out your goals, write out plans to achieve those goals, and then keep that sheet somewhere where it'll always be visible and easily accessible to you. You know, you got it in your desk, put it in your top desk drawer. You know, you want to stick it on the wall, stick it on the wall. You know, you always want to refer back to it, because this is going to be your game plan for accomplishing and having a good year, a good, profitable, productive year. This is what you want, and this is what this is how you're going to do it. And you need to always be able to refer back to it and make sure that you're sticking to what you wrote down. And if you need to change some things up, you can change some things up throughout the year. But you just always want to start off the year with your goals being clear and you being able to write them down. So with that, I don't really got anything else. So I appreciate you viewing my video. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, like. I appreciate all of the love. You know, positive comments, I really appreciate that too. So with that, good day to y'all, and I hope and wish for the best new year for y'all.